Hey guys, so here we are with Saloni and Shruti, who are placed in Hasdin, which is a tech company product base, and they have some products called Meet Knots and Enva and many other interesting products they work on. And the interview process, we'll be talking about their experiences about the interview process at Hasdin and the journey there and how student can prepare for the same. So, Saloni and Shruti. Saloni, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me, first of all. So, I'm Saloni Tyagi. I'm currently in my fourth year doing BTech from ABS Engineering College with majors in computer science and engineering. And I was placed in Hashdin, which was on campus in my college. So, yeah, that's all.
Hi everyone. So my name is Shruti Mittal. I'm again the same batch, fourth year, 2020 graduate, uh, a computer science engineer from ABS Engineering College, better known as AKTU or GBTU.
Okay.
So I've been placed at Hasden. I've placed in different companies, and Hasden is one of them. So it's a pool campus. So in pool campus, there are different colleges people, like a lot of them.
Right.
So yeah, there's a long process of interview that we have gone through. So working hard, doing CP, most of the competitive programming in our college that we both have done,
Right.
and yeah, we finally get through the interview and got placed.
So this is something that we would, during this interview, we will be talking about,
Yeah.
and we'll surely try to help the other students who are aspiring to be there, and also want to prepare for other companies maybe. So Saloni, the question to you is, what motivates you? What motivated you to prepare for Hesden, and what is that motivates you while working there? And what are the perks of working at Hesden?
Okay, so like for a fresher, like the first and the foremost thing is to like learn, right? So the Hashian that provides us, if there is no technology bound, like you can work on any technology you would want to. Like there are products which have different technologies involved. So if you want to switch and if you want to work on different technology, you don't have to think of switching the company. You can switch your teams, and within the team, within your company, you can get to work on different teams. So that is one of the best thing. Like within a single company, you can explore and learn every technology that exists. So that was
Right.
the one for like that was the one most important thing which I found was very interesting in Hashtag, and I can learn a lot from this. Like the first thing for every fresher is to learn, like the first
Yeah, yeah.
experience.
So I
So
think
there is
for a
no technology
fresher,
bound.
yeah, I think when I was a fresher, the main, and I'm a fresher now as well. I think I would be a fresher after 10 years as well. But so the thing which was most important for me is to get a all-round experience,
Environment. Yeah.
and get to work on different technologies. So I think
Yeah,
Hashdon
so
is
that
there,
the learning,
and
yeah,
it will give
learning
you that.
environment, like everyone is there to help you out. So you get a very learning and very good environment where you can learn and grow yourself. So
Right.
that was very important for me to
Yeah.
choose like Hasdin and to sit for Hasdin.
So as we all know that has been interview process. So I think not only in NCR. So NCR it will visit all the campuses, and there is a pool campus placement that's done. And I think there are other things also. So the question to you, Shruti, is that what is the interview process? And I think the selection rate is also very low. Like 800 people appear for that, and only 8 got selected. So we'd like to know about the complete interview process. So can you throw some light on the
Sure.
how it started?
So Hasden takes a pool campus interview that luckily was in our college. So basically, there are around 800 people for the very first round. It was a coding round, basically. A coding along with that, some MCQ question around data structures and algorithm, like in that particular situation, what data structure you choose and why. So these are the common CS problems that everyone gone through to the interview process. So
Right.
there were three programming problems. The problem were medium easy. So there were problems on graph, DP, I guess. Yeah, around that. So the problem were easy and medium, and the first interview is like ended around 12 or 1. So actually they were not expecting that since it was a pen and paper round, so they
Right.
need of course time in order to solve each and every paper.
Right.
So we got the result around, I guess, 5, right, Saloni?
Yeah,
So
5.
we got the result for the very first round around 5, and there were like around 28 people who get selected, and they were not expecting this much amount, this much number of people. So what they did is they were planning to conduct one more data structures and algorithm round. So this
Right.
is not the usual process. Usually there's one DSNL go round, and the people who got selected, then they went to the interview process. So there, because the number is high, they went to another DSNL go round. It was around 7 p.m. So
Right.
at 7 p.m., maybe they selected some problems. So there were two problems, and there's 1 hour, again pen and
Right.
paper,
No,
Right.
and
it
we
was
write
half
and
an hour, I guess.
Okay.
It was half an
around
hour. The second
45
round was
minutes.
half an hour.
Yeah. So after the Saloni, you would like to continue?
Yeah, so
So
like after the first round, yeah, so after the first round, we had the second round, which was again a coding round. So we had two problems, which were, I guess, medium. We won't consider them as easy, but they were medium problems.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to solve them in around half an hour. So after that, I guess out of 28, 21 students were selected. And after that, we had 3 to 4 interview rounds, which continued till 2 o'clock. And finally at 2 o'clock, we got a result. So it was a very
Yeah.
hectic,
It was
like
at
a
2
long
a.m. we
process.
got the result.
so
Yeah,
it
sorry, 2
is, it was quite a hectic day for you guys. And I
Yeah.
Yeah,
think, as you said,
complete happy.
first round is pen and paper. Second round they took it because there were more
Pen and
students.
paper.
That was also pen and
Yeah.
Yeah.
paper. And then
Yeah.
you said that there were four more interview rounds.
Three to
Yeah,
four,
And
around
depending on
3
the
to 4.
performance.
It depends.
depending on the candidate. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
for me,
So
it was 3 rounds, two DSNL Go round, and
right.
it basically contains DSNL Go, what paper you have solved in your first round, why
Right.
you write this, why not that, what are the different possibilities, can you
Right.
explain this, and
Right.
write like two, three more questions or question related to your subjects, like most of the three subjects that we going through in this CS thing. So it's CN, OS, and DBMS. Question
Right.
around these subjects, and question around object oriented designing, in which they're
Right.
gonna ask you a problem, like common problem is live designing problem, what are the different test cases, how you can implement it, like inheritance, how you can like shorten the code, what are the common things that you can put using class objects, and what are the things you can do. So yeah,
Right.
and the common talk. Yeah.
So if I had to ask you one very crisp question, so what are the topics, what are the data structure that I should focus on as a candidate, so that I am able to crack the first, second round, which are specifically the written rounds. So which
Okay,
topic should
so
I
the
focus on
first, yeah, so
specifically?
the first round was like not that difficult. So it was like one question was very easy DP problem, and one was a simple BFS or DFS, and one was an array brute force. So even if you're not able to come up with the most optimized solution, you might get selected the way you have written your code. Like it should be readable. So I
Right.
have seen people who are like there was a question on DP, so I solved in big of n complexity, but there were
Right.
people who solved in n square complexity, and they were also selected.
Okay.
So I'm not sure whether they're looking for the most optimized or whether they're able to understand what you have written in your answer. So your
Right.
solution should be readable. That is the first thing. Like you should
Correct.
write, focus.
I would
Correct.
like to add
And then
something. So
there were five more MCQs. So which also considered like DBMS. Like we were supposed to write a SQL query for one problem, then data structures, then complexity analysis. So very basic CS fundamental which we have learned in the past years. That was it for the first round.
right.
Okay. So I think Shruti would like, I would like you to add on the computer science fundamentals. Which subjects should I study, and are there any specific topics that they are focusing on?
So see, I would say that like in CS, if you are going through a computer process, I mean through interview process, there are some specific things that you need to know.
Right.
Like for CS, it's computer networks, operating system, and DBMS. Operating system and DBMS are the most, and CN, yeah, you need to know CN also. So, and after that, it's data structures and algorithm. And they
Right.
are, I wouldn't say a specific topic that you need to learn. Yeah, you have gone through like 4 years of your BTech. What you have done if you are not able to answer each and every topic? Like, it's not that you have read about graph and just I'm not able to read about tree, then just forget about it. So, should not be like that now.
Right.
You should be prepared for everything that comes in your way. There's a possibility that half of the interviews depend on your preparation and half on your luck. There's a possibility that a company, you have gone through like 50 interview processes, and you have seen like these question and these topic they're gonna ask, and you have prepared specifically those, and then you went to the interview, they have asked you something else, and you are just completely blank. So what advice I just want to give is it should be more of journalized, so
Right.
you'll be comfortable and not like completely depending on the interview process that you have seen or you have gone through. So it should be like that. So in subjects like CN, OS, DBMS, in data structures and algorithm, like all only the basic topics that we have learned:
Right.
graph, tree, most of the linked list, arrays, and different algorithms, of course. And I think these are the basic things that we learn through the BTech only.
Right.
And
Right.
there are different sites online that we can easily find the all the bunches of questions or theory, and these are the
Right.
best sites. So, which wouldn't cost you, of course. It's free of cost.
Right.
So,
So, in the similar lines, so you guys have gone through your 4 years of journey, and you know what are the mistakes you have done, right? Okay. So you also know that what topics you would have studied when, right? For example, I would have missed to start data structure algorithm in
Yeah.
third year. So now you have a clear idea that I should have started those subjects at that point in time. So how would you recommend that we should prepare for that? So, Rani, if you could
So
take us through
I would
that
personally
journey.
yeah, yeah, I would personally suggest that whenever you have a topic like the syllabus in your semester, suppose you are learning operating, like in this semester you have operating system, so you can just go, you can just have an overview, like you can just revise it. Like, so it's better when you are studying for your syllabus, try to complete that subject then
right.
and there only. And data structures and algorithm you should be doing like all years, like second, third, and obviously fourth year as well. But operating system you can do whenever you have that included in your subject. Computer networks you can complete it whenever you have in your subject.
Right.
So it would be much better if you can just go through. What I personally did, what I like, I focused on operating systems in my college. So when I had a placement, I had just gone through my notes. Like they
Right.
were sufficient enough for me to grasp back or to revise back the topics which I've already learned in my previous years. So
Okay,
that also
that's
helped me. Like I had my notes, I still have them. So whenever
so.
I want to like
I think
revise, I
Saloni's
just go
suggestion
back
is
there.
Yeah, Saloni's suggestion is coming out very clear. You make your own notes for computer science fundamental subjects.
Yeah.
That would really
Yeah,
help.
yeah, definitely. Like
When you make your own subjects and you've gone through the topic, it's really good if you write it.
Right.
So, like as Saloni said, just whenever you have in your semester, just then and there, clear it and maintain the notes and make sure you have the notes till your last, because
Yeah.
they going to be a jam for you during your placement time.
Right. Right. Right.
so there is like a lot of things you have to go. Like you don't have that much of time, so you cannot go
Of
in
course.
depth at that time. So
Right.
it's better if you have already studied that and you just revise that stuff before your placement.
That is great. I think that would help students. So for
Yeah.
the data success algorithm, how did you how do you guys recommend that one should start practicing? When should they start practicing, and what is the approach that you took?
So data. Okay. So I started in my second year. So I started with doing competitive programming on CodeChef platform. So I used to
Right.
give long challenges just for fun. Nothing like that. I didn't know that this would help me in my placement, or this
Right.
is something which companies are looking for. I used to do it just for fun. So but I would recommend to start as soon as they can, like, and to continue. Like what I did was I stopped doing it in my third year. So when my placement came, so I was not having that grasp on those things. Like I had to first revise because I was not doing it on regular basis at that time.
Right.
So I would suggest, like, don't stop. Like if you have reached a good level, try to maintain that level or try to solve one or two problems on day or like two on 2 days. Like if you're not giving that much amount of time, but don't stop because it would take a lot of time to restart. Like it had
Right.
like it took a lot of time for me to restart again. Like because I stopped in my third year. So
Right.
you can start in your like
So it's
first
I
year, second
think
year, and then
coding
continue.
is coding is very much like mathematics. If you
Yeah,
stop it, it'll go. Okay.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah. So Shruti, what is the message that you would like to give it to our viewers who are just starting their journey, maybe first year, second year, and they would like to like be placed at good companies? What is the message from your side?
Right. So, so if you are in starting year, like first or second year, just start with pure CP, okay, and be good with theory first, okay. You should be good with mathematics first, and try to spend more time in a when you're solving a problem, more on your register and pen.
Right,
Not like try to code once, but doing solving the test cases and what are the possibilities coming in your mind on your register. It would really help, right? It should, like, I have seen people like what they do is like read problem and they just think like they have this idea and just code and just try to submit it, and they make like 9 and 10 wrong answers. So instead
right,
of that, what you can do is, if you're sure that like you got the idea, try to make different test cases, check on pen and paper, and then code. Don't just jump to code. And if you are first and second year, start with Code Chef, Hackerath, Hackerrank, then jump to Code Forces. If you are in third year or fourth year and close to your placement, then specifically to placement, what you can do is you can do GFG, Geeks for Geeks, Lead Code.
Cool.
Yeah, those are enough. And just be specific while doing the questions. Like
right.
do the questions of each and every topic. It should not be like easy, easy kar rahe hain, or it's just flowing like, yeah, I'm able to solve, I'm good enough.
So I think
Try
10 to
to cover each
20
and every topic.
problems of each
A
topic at
topic.
least. The top
Yeah,
Yeah.
problems that you usually see in
yeah,
the interviews.
of course.
Yeah. So the message from Shruti that is very clear is that you write code on pen and paper, and not on the on your machine directly. So that would really
Not
help you
code on
build.
pen and paper.
Like make
Not
sure that
code on
you
pen and
have
paper.
analyzed all your test cases
Yeah,
before submitting your solution.
yeah.
Right.
Test
That would
cases.
also save time, right?
Yeah,
You are submitting again and again. That would cost time for you. You have to check. You have to see what's wrong. So it's better if you come up with a solution and make sure that you have covered all the corner test cases.
and when you are sitting in a company like who take pen and paper coding round, then it would be hard. Like you can't just cut and like rewrite the code. Nah, it
Right.
wouldn't
Right.
look like good.
Yeah.
So what you need to make sure is you should write once, and there should not be any cutting. Of course, it don't look like
Yeah.
fine.
So the maybe the last question that I have for you guys is, how does the college environment, for example, the college coding groups, etc., help in developing student, prepare him for the interviews? So how does that help you in your case specifically?
Okay, so when we started at that time, the coding environment in a college wasn't that good. So, but now I can see like even in the first year, students are doing competitive programming only because of the clubs and only because of their seniors that have made them aware of how
Right.
important it is. So the awareness is definitely only comes from the coding clubs. So we
Right.
both were involved in a coding club named Enigma Programming Club, which was the code programming club of a college. So we started in second year. Then in the second year we were involved in management and stuff and that only. And in the third we were the problem setters. So
Right.
in problem setting we also like learn a lot, right? We have to make sure that we have covered all the test cases
Right.
and like all those things. Then in fourth year finally we were the technical heads of that club, like both of us were technical heads. So like club has definitely helped us not only in coding but also how to manage things. Like apart from coding skills you should also be having like communication skills. You should be able to talk to
Right.
your juniors or your seniors. We have organized workshops that has also helped us in communication skills and in confidence, boosting up our confidence.
Right.
So yeah, definitely like involving in a coding club or any club in your college will help you
For sure.
Yep.
in some or other way.
Okay. So I think this is mostly it from my side. So thank you guys for being here and
Thanks
sharing
for
your
having
journey.
us.
Thanks a lot.
Thank